welcome to a new episode of my Creative Club series here with the EspressoCats FC, and sadly I by mistake deleted the last episode. You would see the season finale or whatever, but I mean it was some tactics. I can't, where was the, I think we were there. And then, yeah, I had some losses here. I will not go through it all because elsewhere it will take ages. But as you can see, we got some sort of form here in the end. After Guiseley and Ebbsfleet, both of them were top teams, so pretty tough there. But then we actually, Manchell Field was just in the middle, and Woking. We did a really brilliant match, I must say, still here. Even if Woking, it seems like they were a little bit like Bologna in Serie A sometimes. Just had stopped playing for the season. They had probably secure contract and enough to play for. Hungersford, we won that, or we lost that match at home, even if they was second bottom. Then won against Gateshead. I believe Gateshead was the team they got relegated in then. Aldershot was also a bottom team. Tranmere, we won 2-0, very stable there. And then Torquay, if we would have gotten a draw here, we would have secured a place. But the draw did, we did get it in the second match, and George Ray there with the scoring goal. And then we had, I did record this, but it was like I was in a rush or whatever, or not like I needed to go away anywhere, but sometimes I just get so much on the computer, so I just have to, but by mistake then I got rid of the recording, so yeah, I rested some players here and got some new, or yeah, I rested some players. Yeah, Baldwin got in here, White, and Gillingham did not even start. Blake there as well. So yeah. So we or I guess I could show you the table as well. I believe Dan Maldini got player of the season. Well, 18 there. So 54 points, 86 conceded. Hopefully we will not concede that many this season. And then 76 it's almost a top team. It's 6th best, or no, it's actually 5th best, so that's brilliant. So today we're meeting Chalford. I believe they last, or where were they last season? No, they are actually newly promoted. Yeah, I did not remember. I remember us playing against them before, but I did not remember from the league here. So yeah. And I sold Rob Atkinson because he was worried. We got some central midfielder, or no, central defenders in, and he was worried to not get game time. I wanted to still keep him, but I thought of, well, he's not going to be good enough, and he's going to probably still not play too much match. I hope, I'm not sure, but I hope he will still sign. It would be nice because he still played over 120 matches or 130 matches, something like that. And he has, I believe he has pretty good staff. Yeah, he has a national A license. So if I have a chance, I might actually make him assistant manager or coach. Something like that. I guess we'll see. But I still want to have him left. But he was like 6th best central defender. So yeah. Okay. Or I don't know how to do this, not to get spoiled or whatever. But we released some players. I released Ryan Barnett. I was thinking, well, he's decent, but he's never going to be anything spectacular. And he's played this play on non-contract or whatever. Hutton I did release, but then I just, no, I want to re-sign him because yeah, he might not look superb or anything, but still 14 in finishing. So I did not have the courage to just let him go, especially. I mean, 100 euro for appearance fee and 15 for goal bonus and 20 for unused substitution fee. I feel like, yeah, he might not be superb or anything, but I still like him as a player, so why not? But I did not manage to let them go on loan them out. I managed to loan some other players out. As you can see there, Rob Atkinson, we sold him 700,000. Luke O'Reilly went to Millwall, a little bit surprising. They're still in the championship. Maybe they need a backup keeper. I don't know, because he was not. And I like O'Reilly might be better than what is called. I might just go back here and see. Joe Green, but I like Joe Green more as a player, so yeah. And then we loaned out Owen James to Kettering, Ryan Griffiths, as you can see here. He did not get too many matches, he just got 12 matches, so I loaned him out to Vanarama North and FC United. I think he will do a good job there. Graham North, one of our youth player, loaned him out as well into Cambridge City. I don't know what. Wow. This is kind of impressive. How bad I mean. So they played. What is this? Vanarama South. So they might have been relegated from the Southern Premier Division or whatever. Probably. But well. Maybe not the best, but he's still first team football. So here you can see all the signings. And as you would see, there are some players that are familiar. So let's just go to them first here. Reece Fielding, we signed him. Actually, where I realized after all, at least comparing his stats, he's not superb or anything. And as you can see, his physicals are not superb or anything, but he's still stable and was the most stable back. And I like the only thing that was a little bit worrisome was that he wanted 6,500. Oh well, we had to just deal with it and pay up. So yeah, we're probably a little bit higher wages here, but oh well, what can we do? Sometimes you just have to spend money, and then just to get quality. And then Matthew Gillingham, we got him in as well, 6,500. He cost some as well, but I mean he scored all except the first season, I guess. That's where he scored a lot of goals, so he is going in here. And then we have, I know Cartwright isn't great, but I wanted to have, I believe, yeah, Keaton Richardson. I wanted to have a backup for Keaton Richardson, and Sam Cartwright is a perfect backup. He did not even complain last season when he got one match from start, so I'm pretty happy with him. And he still has pretty decent potential. Says that he's the main position, actually central defender, but he probably most will play out on the right there. So yeah, it did not cost them much in wages either, so I thought why not just sign them there. Pretty good defensively. And yeah, Hutton there, as you could see. And yeah, pretty many, as you can see, central defender, mostly because our defense was probably the worst part of the team. So Paul Mackay, he's from Salford, has played in Leeds as well, has been on loan at Guiseley, so as you can see, he has done pretty good, at least in Vanarama National. So I think it actually says here that he is the best player, so yeah, he definitely have the physical standard for it. Maybe not anything superb defensively or such. But I think he might be a good player though, at least for this level. Maybe not for the next level, but well. And then another former soulful player we got in here. He's just played 9 matches, so I'm not sure, but he has some potential. That's definitely. I was surprised that they actually started him so little. He's from Arsenal from the beginning. Matthew Smith is his name. Good tackling, good passing, good first touch there. Pretty good technical, at least. Not superb defensively. It still says that he's just well suited for one around north and south, but he has some potential there. So I'm not sure. Maybe we need to strengthen our central midfield a little bit now. When I see that Hatfield, even if he's performing really good, he's still he's like the worst player actually we have now. So that's a little bit sad, but he's getting old as well, I guess. And we signed another player, I believe. I had him at Guiseley when I played with him. 6,500. I was surprised that just Guiseley has let him go, because he scored 50 goals recent 2 seasons here. Did not score that many in the first 2, but yeah. So Frank Muller, he's not the first choice, but he's still good enough for this level and a decent backup, because yeah, I think Masonko is going to get tougher and tougher for him. But I don't know how many goals did he score. As you can see here, it doesn't look that great. He scored 12 and 13, and he's not been bad how he has played. So yeah, he cost a lot as well, but I thought his contract was expiring. I was like, well, if he costs nothing, I'm going to just sign him there. So we've almost gone through everyone here. Then I needed a goalkeeper. First choice that was really good, and I find Michael Wood, which is probably our first what's called foreign player here. He's the New Zealand's. I don't know. He's the first choice in their national team, but yeah, I'm pretty good here. Physically, he could be a little bit better, but he's definitely, at least it says here, that he's good enough for Vanarama Nationals. I think that was good. And yeah, I know Jack Green is, as you can see here, is just 2 started. I believe he has no potential. He had not played anything for Sunderland. And then we actually signed a player for, yeah, as you can see, Hutton went back to. Then we signed a player actually for actual money, 60,000. We have a lot of wage budget. I don't know why, but so I signed Christopher Ruford. His contract was out, but elsewhere, since it was under 20, we needed to give Petersburg this Fleetwood from beginning compensation fee, and I did not want that. And I feel like his, yeah, as you can see, his mentals is really good and pretty good there. He's very long there, almost 2 meters. He's not superb right now, but well, he will be a good backup, and he has really some potential. I don't like Driver actually, because he's not good. But yeah, and he can play as well as defensive midfielder. I might actually try him there, because as you can see, he has not terrible stats for that either. They did not want it probably because of the poor season before, to make the facilities great, and as well, as you can see, our economic side are going down. We're still overall balanced though, over 1 million, but we expected to lose a lot of money in the upcoming years, so that's not great. But oh well, let's go to the Telfor game. So we will line up like this today. Oh, not that. With the 5 at the backs, like we had last season, and we decided to go for that. So Wood in goal, Keaton Richardson, Mackay, Fielding, Ray, Blackshaw, Gregory, Davis. I know Davis is better as a defensive midfielder, but well, still they're kind of a partnership there now. Maldini, Masonkwa, and Gillingham. I think I'm playing yeah. Most of all is just because I want to get some match fitness on some days. I guess the starters is not terrible. We can look at squad depth. Offensive midfielders, we would want someone more maybe. And maybe on the right defense and left defense. But I still want Tony Blake because has, okay, I don't know if that's gone down, but he still has a lot of potential. So I hope I can play him in some matches, and he's 2 good players, and then someone is going to complain, and that's not going to be great. So yeah, and yeah, Masonkwa there because yeah, he's still playing good, and we want, of course, to keep everyone fit and all. I don't know really. I don't think we can expect like a playoff position or anything. I hope just maybe top half, or maybe even less than that. Maybe it'll. If I would guess, I would guess like 12 or something like that. We will be more stable, hopefully not concede more goals or anything. But or you never know, we could just be in a great run of form, just be unexpected at the top. But I feel like, yeah, it's not too many of our players that's really it's top quality here in Vanarama National. So yeah, as you can see as well, there are some players that probably still not good enough for this level. But we have a young team, and I do not mind that, because then they can still develop. Lofthouse. What kind of goalkeeping was that? Wood. Lloyd James with the assist there. I believe this is his first match from start as well. Oh, I forgot to show you. But it was nothing. We had some cool matches. I believe it was against Gillingham's Rochdale. We did a pretty good amount of matches. I might just show that. I believe, which is surprising, Notts County got relegated last season from League 1. So we will actually, in the next episode, I decided to play against Notts County. We will see how that will work. And there were Jordan Murphy. He's probably going to score just because of that, maybe now. I was about to sign him last season, but I decided not to because I saw that he was really not better than everyone else, rather worse, and he was already like 26 and 27, so he's probably not going to develop that much. Gillingham is probably better, and is going to just get better and better instead of Jordan Murphy, because he doesn't even play as a top striker, so that kind of shows us that he isn't the best striker even in Telford here. I believe we are expected in the league like, what could it be, like 14, 13? But it will be interesting to see. No, we could have that tough second season that you get sometimes. I hope we don't have to fight for relegation. If we're a little bit more stable. Started off good last season, and then was just in the middle where we did not really do that great. And then in the end, we actually ended off pretty good. And oh, I forgot about this. We have loaned Jacob Ramsey and as well loaned in Danny Maldini again. Because, yeah, Ramsey, Aston Villa and Danny Maldini plays at Nottingham Forest, yeah. And I don't even know if they want to sign him. They both have just 1 year left, so we might not even, or they might just let them go. So I guess we will see. Sadly, Gillen, man, that's not been great either. And sadly, Mullen wants to play as a defensive forward, so I'm not sure how that will work. And then, but I guess we will just see. It's always nervous the first match, I feel like. At least when I play football match, it doesn't even matter what team it is, if it's Milan or if it is like a lower league team or whatever. Would be nice at least if we could get a draw here. At least we have not conceded them many chances. And newly promoted teams. I mean, last season we were pretty good in the beginning there. You can sort of surprise the other teams. But then they kind of study the way you are playing, so then they learn. You play. Oh, no one in the defense is really doing it great. But the midfield is not bad though. So I don't really know. Cover. We're not the least winning the possession. So yeah, we probably need to counter more. Because I saw that in last season as well, that we're not as dominated. I still saw that we have like the best, one of the best passing attributes or whatever all around in the teams. That was at least nice to see. Okay, I guess it's not terrible, but would have liked to at least get a point in the first match. You don't want to start it off bad or anything. So yeah, as you can see, a pretty 3-0. I mean, it would be difference. 0-0 against Aston Villa under 23. That's pretty good though. Bela, they are Welsh team there. Then we're at Brentford. Here we're against Brentford. We actually did a decent match, but sadly there in the end they scored like 2 goals. So we had 2-1 a pretty long time here. They had more chances, yes I know, but possession wise it was pretty even there. And then we won against York and Harrogate Rail, just because getting some confidence or whatever. So yeah, I think I will be back in the match here against Notts County, because as you can see we do not play the FA Cup until the 4th qualifying round. So yeah, and I thought we have seen some of these other teams which I played, Harrogate, Salford we have played against before, so it would be cool to see Notts County. I believe in, or I don't know when they were this low down in the tiers or whatever. But yeah, so I will just play forward here and see you in the next episode playing against Notts County. So thank you all for watching. Have a good tea and a good coffee day, and I see you soon again. So